Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just having my iced latte, so it's officially summer, I can say, I guess. It's been a while since I have posted here, but last month I had a bit of a health scare. I'm doing okay now, thankfully. It was nothing major, but because of that I had to step back and figure things out a little bit. And a couple of you reached out to me on Instagram asking if I'm okay and for my well-being, so thank you so much for that. And I'm really grateful to all of you for sticking around, even though I have had to take some necessary and unnecessary sabbaticals on this channel. Believe it or not, when I don't post weekly and I'm not on my regular posting schedule, I get so much posting anxiety, and it puts me in a loop of thinking I'm not doing enough and my life may not be as interesting for a video, the edits are not good and all of that, because you're essentially consuming content but not necessarily creating it. So that also kind of happens, and your physical and mental health takes a toll, if that makes any sense. I really missed doing this. I really missed just setting up a camera, doing my regular chores and filming it, editing it, all of that. It's already May, which is so ridiculous to me when I think about it. I completely missed out the spring season on here on YouTube. Right now I'm just gonna have my coffee and then of course head out to the gym. It's a little past 9 o'clock and Ashwin has gone to work today. And I don't know about you guys, but if you have husbands who used to work remote and now have started to go to work, do you also feel like you have just sent your kid to school? Because that's how it feels to me. Till he's gone, I'm always rushing, like, is the breakfast done? Is the bag packed? All of that, even though he takes care of most of his stuff on his own, but you know, you sort of are there to help. And yeah, that's pretty much sort of an update from my side. We did change a few things around the apartment, so before I head out to the gym, let me show you some of that. So there used to be this small paper lamp that we had gotten from IKEA, which was a very Japanese inspired. We have switched it to this bigger version from IKEA, and this looks a little elevated than the one that we had before. This is how it looks when we turn it on. Of course, it's daytime, so we can't really tell, but I think it looks better than the smaller version we had before. That's one change that we have made in the apartment. The other one, if you remember, there used to be a big plant over here which we have shifted to another location, and this monstera that Ashwin planted in the last video, we have set it up on a stool. This clears the space here a little bit, and to add the dimension we added this painting which was on this table over here. It doesn't necessarily look too different, I would say, but definitely feels cleaner, and we can finally see the water from this space, which is pretty nice. The only con is it used to provide some privacy because our neighbor's balcony is right there, but it's fine, we can deal with that. And this is how this lamp looks from this side. So let me know in the comments below if you prefer this lamp. This one is also from IKEA, and it was, I would say, somewhere around $10 or $12, so not too bad. And the only thing is that it keeps moving whenever there is a little bit of breeze or wind that can seep in. So that's pretty much. Let's head to the gym. because you probably couldn't tell, but it got so windy. I was barely able to keep my umbrella from flying away. I had to stop by the grocery store and the farmer's market to get a few things that we have been missing as usual. Now tell me if it's just my household or everyone's, that every single day there is something missing from the pantry. Last evening Ashwin went to get some stuff for himself and we were out of banana, so he had to go another round, and this morning we realized that we are out of Splenda and cheese, and these are some of the basic things that you cannot just go one day without. So tell me it's not just me. And before you say that make a list and go do the shopping, I do that, and yet. So I got some Splenda and I got coconut water for smoothie, and I have been getting this lately since I made the tacos in my what I eat in a day video. I started using this cheese and it is so good. It is not the healthiest because it has a bunch of ingredients which a good or the best quality cheese would not have, but it is too good that I just cannot let it go. And so that's what I got. I also got some chicken for Aishwry, and recently I got this bag from Indigo to run all my errands, and it is such a perfect tote bag. I feel like I don't use any of the tote bags that I bought earlier which are not of this kind. I have been using the black uncommon one, which you probably must have seen. That is the one that I got from Amsterdam, which, by the way, if you guys ever plan on going to Amsterdam or if you're visiting anytime soon, I highly recommend checking that place out. It's called Uncommon Cafe and they have amazing coffee and brunch menu, so just something to know. And this bag, I really like this. It was 30 bucks. It has these two tiny pockets to keep my phone or keys, which come really handy, or glasses. It's quite spacious as well. I use this one now. So let's make some breakfast because I am famished. I took a shower and everything, and I've been wanting to head out since a few hours now, but it's been torrentially boring. I had to make a few returns. I had some Amazon returns and I also have to do some store return, but somehow my brain has convinced me that it's not worth it. So I've been spending the last few minutes watching this podcast between Hassan Minhaj and Ezra Klein. If you are at all into American political discourse, I highly recommend checking out his interviews with Bernie Sanders and Mehdi Hassan, which I recently watched and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I haven't even had lunch and I am kind of thinking, what should I make, because all my meal prep is also over, and somehow when Ashwin is not home I feel like I have no motivation to make something nice for myself. If the meal prep is done, then I'll just have whatever, but if it's not done, I just feel so lazy cooking up a meal for myself. Probably gonna need some more motivation to do that as well. Guys, when I tell you that salad was so delicious, I am not lying. It is a recreation of something that I had from this place here in Toronto called Tironi. I was on my way to Trinity Bellwoods one afternoon and I did not want to indulge in pizza, so I got this salad, and ever since then I have been wanting to recreate it at home. I don't know what it is, but as the temperature starts to rise up in and around spring and summer, I really gravitate towards having salads, especially during lunch. And I really love salad recipes that cover all the macros, has some sort of protein in it, and lots of fiber, because well, we all need that. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like me to share some salad recipes, because most of the salad recipes that I have is a recreation of something that I've had in some restaurant. I generally try to add or subtract a couple of ingredients to make it my own, but regardless, they are really good, delicious, and full of nutrients. I'm gonna start packing for a very exciting weekend trip that's coming up. We are flying to Boston this Friday. I am really happy about that because I'm gonna be meeting my two brothers. One is flying from Wisconsin and the other stays in Boston for their birthdays. It's been almost a decade since we have all celebrated their birthdays together. It used to be such a tradition earlier when we were kids to celebrate birthdays around this time at our grandma's place during summer vacation, so makes me really happy about it. It's also the first time that we are meeting on this side of the world since we have all been here, so that also is something that makes me very happy and excited. The only thing is that I have just the backpack allowance with my ticket, and the weather does not look favorable here or there, so I have to be rather strategic with my packing and what I should be carrying for a warmer day and a rainy day. So I'm just trying to figure that out right now. Later in the evening, we also have a yoga class, which I had completely forgotten about till now. Ashwin just messaged me that we have to get there by like 7:40, and it looks like it's gonna continue to rain, and I had no intention of partaking in it by stepping outside, but the class is already paid for, so I don't want to lose that money. But thankfully it's a restorative yin candlelight yoga class, which is really relaxing, so I don't mind that as much. Guys, after several deliberations with myself, I have finally laid out everything that I'm gonna be carrying. This may or may not change, but let me show you. I'm carrying these two tops, neutral, so that it can be layered. And I'm carrying one jacket to layer it in case it gets really chilly, and this is also water resistant, not waterproof, but I may exchange it with Ashwin if it gets really bad. I have one pair of leggings in case we decide to go for hiking or do some activity, a pair of jeans, these two are gifts for them, and then a pair of night dress, some skincare which has sunscreen, some travel size cleansing oil, and foaming cleanser. This is the Tower 28 spray which I use when I'm traveling, some moisturizer, and some travel size body cleansers. And then I have this very basic makeup setup as well. I'm carrying the Say Glow Gel, this Dior concealer which is good enough to be a foundation as well if need be, some powder, eyeshadow, blush, eyebrow pencil, mascara, and some brushes that may or may not be needed. So this is what the first draft looks like. Hopefully this doesn't change, but if you see me in different clothes in the Boston vlog, please don't come at me. Also, if you want a detailed how I pack for longer vacations video, I have posted something last year. That video basically details everything I know about packing strategically, so if you're interested, I'll link somewhere here. Make sure to check it out.